Now we shall learn a few new Shabdas in today's class. One Shabda Rupa and a few Dhatu Rupas in today's class. The first one is Sakarantaha Napumsakalingaha Tapas Shabdaha. Similar to Manas Shabdaha. But this particular Shabda is not part of our syllabus. It is not there in Dvitiya textbook. But still, this is one of the commonly used word, or the Sakaranta Shabda is commonly used. And in our lessons also, we have seen this at multiple places. And hence, I thought we shall learn this Shabda so that we'll be able to use this in different vibhaktis in a correct way. So that is why this Shabda is being introduced. It is not part of Dvitiya textbook or Dvitiya syllabus. Okay, so it is for our learning and for our understanding. Shanta Bhagini, please repeat after me. Sakarantaha Napumsakalingaha Tapas Shabdaha.
Sakarantaha Napumsakalingaha Tapas Shabdaha.
Tapaha Tapasi Tapamsi.
Tapaha Tapasi Tapamsi.
He Tapaha He Tapasi He Tapamsi.
He Tapaha He Tapasi He Tapamsi.
Tapaha Tapasi Tapamsi.
Tapaha Tapasi Tapamsi.
Tapasa Tapobhyam Tapobhihi.
Tapasa Tapobhyam Tapobhihi.
Tapase Tapobhyam Tapobhyaha.
Tapase Tapobhyam Tapobhyaha.
Tapasaha Tapasoho Tapasam.
Panchami.
Shimeta. Tapasaha Tapobhyam Tapobhyaha.
Tapasaha Tapobhyam Tapobhyaha.
Tapasaha Tapasoho Tapasam.
Tapasaha Tapasoho Tapasam.
Tapasi Tapasoho Tapassu Tapassu.
Tapasi Tapasoho Tapassu Tapassu.
Uttamam. So here there's no difference in the pronunciation, but while writing it, we can write it as Tapassu or Tapahasu. Okay, but pronunciation is Tapassu only. Okay. So this is the Tapas Shabda, which is Sakarantaha because it ends with Sa. Okay, that is why it is Sakarantaha, and it is a Napumsakalinga Shabda, and hence the forms are like this. The Prathama and Dvitiya are same because it is Napumsakalinga Shabda. In the same way, Manas Shabda is also there. What is Tapas? Tapas is penance. Manas is mind. Manaha Manasi Manamsi. Manaha Manasi Manamsi. Manasa Manobhyam Manobhihi, etc. Those will be the forms for Manas Shabda. So if you know one Sakaranta Napumsakalinga Shabda, any other Sakaranta Napumsakalinga Shabda will have similar forms to it. Okay, so please practice the Shabda. So it will be of use in at various places, and in the lesson that we are learning today, we will be using this as well. So that's the reason. So we'll have to remember this. Dhanyavadaha, Shanta Bhagini.
Dhanyavada.
Okay, so you can see that various other forms are similar to other Shabdas that we would have learned. So Chaturthi Vibhakti becomes Tapase. So it is not Saptami like Akaranta Pulinga Shabda where Rame etc. is there. So don't get confused in such cases. And similarly, Tapasi will be the Saptami Vibhakti, and Tapasa is Tritiya Vibhakti. So there will be some peculiarities between from the Shabdas that we have already learned, but do check. Practice this and then try to compare the various forms, and then you will be able to understand how different this Shabda is. Okay, so let us proceed further. Now I thought of introducing again in the same way the Bhavishyat Kala, though it is not part of the Dvitiya syllabus. The forms are similar to in a way similar to Latlakara that we have learned already, and this can be used for any Bhavishyat Kala, whatever can happen in future. So Bhavishyati, Bhavishyat is the word also has been derived from the Dhaatu Bhu Dhatu itself, and it means to say which will happen later. Okay, Bhu Sattayam, to happen, to be, and whatever happens in future, it becomes the future use, which is the Bhavishyat Kala. Let us try to learn these forms. Okay. Pranaya Mishra Mahodaya, can you please read out the forms?
Ram Mahodaya.
Ram.
Bhu Dhaatuhu Bhavishyat Kalah Lit Lakarah. Bhavishyati Bhavishyatah Bhavishyanti. Bhavishyasi Bhavishyatha Bhavishyatha. Bhavishyami Bhavishyavah Bhavishyamah.
Uttamam. Can you try to see what are the similarities from the Lat Lakara? I mean, or the difference from the Lat Lakara?
The similarity is all similar, like gachati, gachatah, gachanti, gachasi. Yeah, ya is there. That ya, bhavishya, right. Ya is there, and then karomi, kurvaha, kurmaha, like that type. So gachami, gachavaha. So that ya is coming there, sir.
Very good. So the main difference, if you see from Bhu Dhatu only, if you consider Bhavati, Bhavataha, Bhavanti, the endings is always the same. Okay, endings will be the same. Ti, Taha, Anti, Si, Thaha, Tha, Mi, Vaha, Maha. There's no change in that. The only change will be the addition of Shya, basically. So there is also a bit difference. It earlier the Dhatu in the Lat Lakara would have been Bhavati. So here it has become Bhavishyati. Ish is there. Okay, that is something which you can think that it has been added. Okay? Yeah, I mean that is just to know it, but there are various other rules and other things that come into place, etc. And there are certain differences in say when we consider some other dhatus. But usually this is how the forms will be. Similarly, if we consider gachati, so then it will become gamishyati. Okay, and similarly, if we consider pathati, patishyati, patishyatah, patishyanti, etc. So for some of the common dhatus, it will follow the same as the bhavishyati forms. Okay?
So pivati will be pivishyati?
No, for pib dhatu, that is pa dhatu, it's different. It becomes pasyati. That's why there are certain grammar rules which will come into place for this. Okay, just for our understanding. Okay, just for our understanding, you can note that it is something related to this property of the dhatu, which is set or anit. So if you see the dhatu properties for some of the dhatus and then try to relate or see the forms of lit lakara, you will be able to understand how this difference will come into place. Okay, so that is just to I'm just giving you just a brief info about that. So do not worry about these concepts too much. And per se, even the lit lakara is not there for our syllabus in Dvitiya, but it is a good thing to learn because we have seen some of the forms of lit lakara in some of the lessons earlier, and also we'll be seeing in the upcoming lessons.
So Mahodaya, this bhavishyati means will happen, right?
Yes, it will happen. Yes,
will happen. Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
Dhanyavad.
Sure. Dhanyavadaha. So please practice these forms. It's quite similar to lit lakara, except that ishya is something that's coming. Bhavati, bhavishyati. Okay. Similarly, pathati, patishyati, and so on. So we can just remember and practice these forms. It's quite straightforward and simple in that way. We will also see one of similar for a case for this one. Sorry, the Atmanepadi in lit lakara, and there is one more special case of Atmanepadi in lit lakara, which we see in the lesson that we will be learning in today. Okay, so we shall now see the save dhatuhu, sevate we had seen. Okay, for that how the forms of lit lakara will be. Okay, so Sitaraman Mahodaya, can you please read out the forms?
Sevane, sev dhatuhu, bhavishyat kalaha, rit lakaraha, sevishyate, sevishyete, sevishyante, sevishyase, sevishyethe, sevishyadve, sevishye, sevishyavahe, sevishyamahe.
Uttamam. Can you now see the similarities between the Latlakara and Ritlakara? Sevate, Sevete, Sevante were the forms. Here also the endings will be the same. There's no difference with that. Only thing that will change is Shakara that is getting added. Okay. Sevishyate, Sevishyete, Sevishyante. Similarly at other places. Okay. Dhanyavadaha. This means to say will serve. Okay. So I shall serve my Guru. Aham Gurum Sevishye. Aham Devam Sevishye. I shall do it. So I shall do it in future. Maybe after 1 hour, after tomorrow or later, etc. It can be any of these possibilities. Okay. It is in future. That's it. Okay. So similarly, we shall see for one more dhatu, which is labadhatu, where the forms are a bit different. We shall see that and we shall learn this now. Okay, Praveen Kulkarni Mohodaya. I shall teach this. Please repeat after me. Labdhatuhu bhavishyat kalaha litlakaraha.
Labdhatuhu bhavishyat kalaha litlakaraha.
Lapsyate, lapsyete, lapsyante.
Lapsyate, lapsyete, lapsyante.
Lapsyase, lapsyethe, lapsyadhve.
Lapsyase, lapsyethe, lapsyadhve.
Lapsye, lapsyavahe, lapsyamahe.
Lapsye, lapsyavahe, lapsyamahe.
Uttamam. So this is a bit different than the save dhatu that we saw. So sevishyate was the forms there. Here lapsyate. Okay. Here also the endings will be the same like the litlakara, but just that the form is a bit different. Labhate was the form. Here lapsyate it will be. That's the only
Here the
change.
the sh is not coming.
Shya is coming, but that is sakara. Okay. Basically, sya is the actual thing grammatically when we see it. Based on some of the other grammar rules, that sakara will be transformed to shakara in the other place.
Okay.
Okay, that's how it is. So sya is basically the thing that gets added whenever we speak about litlakaraha, and when there is another possibility that sakara will change to shakara. You can think that this is similar to Rameshu. Okay, something like that. Okay.
Okay.
So Sitasu is there, Sakara is there, Sitasu, but in Rama Shabda it becomes Rameshu. Okay, something like that you can correlate. That's how it is. Sure. Dhanyavadaha.
Dhanyavadaha.
So the meaning of this is labhate is basically to obtain, to get. Okay. So lapsyate will get, shall get, or something like that. We can make use of this. So this will be in the bhavishyat kala.